Enthusiast. Dee here for Crochet Social Sunday. Welcome. Today we're here for community members to enjoy being social and learning a little about one another. So let's get started. Okay, the first community member we will be talking about today is Sadie Spincraft. Not sure if many of you are familiar with Sadie, but she is a community member who takes a unique avenue. Hi Melissa, welcome. She takes natural fibers through the dyeing process and shows you different ways. Hey Denny, welcome. Different ways, if you're interested in seeing how it's done, to spin all the different fibers and then makes them into yarn. And then she crochets it up and makes projects, and she does yarn hauls and all of that. So it's very unique because she takes you through all of the processes from raw fiber to dyeing to making it into yarn. Hi Kelly, welcome. And then into the whole process. It is just amazing that from all the way through. And then she also does, so I found that very unique. Then we have Crafty Yarn Owl with Darla. Hi Yarn It Out, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, so you have to remind me. Yes, thank you Denny. Yes, keep it down to 2 emojis or less. There's been some glitches in the YouTube system, so please. Rosalie, thank you. Give me just a second to take that down, put that up. So Darla, from Yarn It Out with Darla, she not only does crochet. Yes, Kelly, we don't want any issues with YouTube right now. She not only does crochet, but she also does miniature scenes, which is something, I've always been fascinated with, but never tried. So I found that very unique. She does fairy gardens, which is something my daughter's interested in, so that's kind of fun. As well as yarn reviews, and yeah, I've been doing some looking into a lot of the YouTube rules as well, Denny. So it's sometimes YouTube can be a little confusing, and their stuff can be changing, and It's always good to go back in and refresh your memory on what their rules are. So Darla also does DIY tutorials as well as crochet tutorials, and a lot more. So I found that very, very interesting. Then we have Miss Jan Carruthers. She does fun chats, and she does reviews of crochet magazines, which she discusses patterns and she shows just the pictures, keeping well within the parameters, which I enjoy. Her YouTube has a really good, quite a few videos and explanations. A really good thing to go through is their YouTube Academy. Start there. And they have a bunch of videos on and subscribe to their channel to help you with that. Melissa, they really do try to help the creator. I find it very helpful to watch some of their stuff, and then they have updates that come out on their emails. Yeah, I do like I like using emojis too, so it's hard not to put them in there. I just try to only remember to put one in there. So check out, Jan does some yarn deliveries, and her yarn room, oh, her yarn room is beautiful, and her projects are beautiful. She does a lot of wonderful wearables. She's a lot of fun. Well, all these people that I'm mentioning are beautiful. They have wonderful makes. Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. She does some fun, thank you. That is the third, yes, third, it's actually the second finished one, but the third version of my shawl. So it's the third yarn that I've tried on it, and they've all so far turned out gorgeous. So yeah, I got the tutorial very true, Melissa, that YouTube, the problem is that YouTube's emails come with all the other notifications for 500 channels subscribed to. Yes, I agree. Kelly, I have tried the virus shawl, but I've never finished it. Right now, I finally finished a tutorial for the first project that I did. That is done and ready to be uploaded. I did the thumbnail today. Well, I did the picture for the thumbnail today. Now I just need, as far as the shawl portion goes, I just need to sit down and do the pattern, but I have a couple other things in the works for the next week. So Tuesday I will be putting up the tutorial, so there won't be a live. Hi Sherry, I hope you're feeling better. So Tuesday there will not be a live, but there will be a video coming up. Very true, Denny. Subscribing and not actually watching any videos does hurt the channel. I try and watch, you know, if I subscribe, I try and watch them as much as possible. And I do try and watch a full video. I agree. I agree. Trying to catch up on the weekends if you can, or when I'm. Thank you, Kelly. Thumbs up if possible, if you're enjoying the content so far. Um, back to Millie's Yarn and Book Adventures. She does do lives, which are enjoyable, yarn reviews, and she enjoys books, which is something that I have to do also. I have an ARC review I have to do this week. Well, I don't have to do, I want to do. I'm looking forward to doing it. Yes, so many people upload longer videos. It's hard. Yes, I agree. It is hard to watch the longer ones. 20 minutes under videos. Yes, I agree. I will tell you that the video that's coming out is 2 parts, and I will be putting in timestamps for that. So you will have the options to go in and look. It's a tutorial, so you know, if you're not interested in tutorials, I understand. So I understand completely. Denny, I understand. If you have to go through and look at your list and figure out what, you know, who you're really interested in watching and the content. And that's something I have some questions for you here in a bit. That I want to discuss with you guys on that subject exactly, Denny. Oh, Kelly, so you have to stop by your library tomorrow. You couldn't read your book on your phone last night. Have you updated your app that you read on? That could be the issue. You need to do an app update. Okay, 20 minutes about for the videos. Okay. You have about 100 people that you watch that you enjoy, but there's so many that you subscribe to out of people asking you to subscribe. Denny, I understand, and there's a point that you need to look through and say, okay, who do I watch? And oh, okay, Kelly. Kelly, that might just be a phone call you need to do. They'll verify your information and update what you need to do. Oh, good point, Nenny. Tomorrow the library is closed on Veterans Day. Yes. Yeah, they will be. They won't be open. Good point, Denny. Good point. Very good point. Oh, good point, Melissa. Watching him in a quicker speed. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, Mr. 21. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one is 2 non-yarn snobs. This is an interesting one that I really enjoy. Or I should say, I also find it unique because it is 2 people meeting up in the community. And not only do they meet up, they do their podcast together. Danny, you're going to pretend to cook for your daughter tomorrow. So they do their podcast together. They meet up. It's Anna and Sabrina. And that, I find that very unique. So they travel to one another, and that's how they do their podcast and their makes. And I find that unique. And it's bringing community members together. And that's what I hope to do here, is help bring people together in a safe, comfortable environment that people can feel comfortable. That is my goal. And it's not necessarily, oh, go subscribe. It's just finding out about one another. And so I don't want you to have to feel that you have to go subscribe or whatever. This is more about information. This is about getting to know about people, getting to find out about people, getting to just gain knowledge. You know, and if you learn something and you find it interesting, great, good, I love it. But I want this to be a safe place and comfortable to talk, and that's what I want this community to be about. My community, you guys. To have fun, to feel comfortable. That's what I want. I want it to be that we're sitting around having fun. So I don't want you to feel you have to go and subscribe or whatever, but I do want you to feel that you know people in this community. You know what they do. And it's like, I was in a Zoom and I saw someone doing loom knitting with socks. And I've been dying to know more about it. And so something like this would have been perfect. So thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Denny, thank you. Well, I hope you don't really run. But it feels good that you guys say that, because I want you to feel comfortable. Oh no. Denny, I hope she's starting to feel better. And Denny, how's your grandson? So, okay, so my 2 questions for you guys, and I'll also list them in a pinned comment below, is taking content aside, removing the content portion of a channel, looking at the community portion. Why do you guys join a community? What is your basis behind joining a community? I run for the bus across the street and the walk sign is about to stop. I agree, Denny. Oh, sweet Melissa, I agree. Sending prayers to Denny's daughter. Yeah, and the grandbaby. Okay, Melissa, so you join a community for companionship. Okay. Wanda, it's most of the personality. It has to do with clicking. Okay. Okay. Melissa, it's also making friends. Denny, yep, Denny agrees with Wanda. It's clicking with the personality. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Me, it's clicking with the personality. It's not being I don't want to say left out, but to an extent it is left out. It's made to feel comfortable, included. It's like we're all sitting around having a good time. It's like being with friends. Because so many times nowadays you're join a community for companionship, acceptance, love, understanding people who are different from me. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Sherry, nope, Denny says. I agree. Sherry hits it on the head. Okay. The next question. All right. Oh, yes. Some channels act as if you are not a great friend. They skip comments from all others. Agree. Now, remember that sometimes I don't mean to, but if they scroll up and since the wall is white, I have to kind of go like this to see it. I agree with you. Oh, baby D, there seems to be quite a commodity between some of the channels, which is a-okay. However, I don't like, oh my God, clickiness. Yes. Ah. Okay. All right. Next question. What name would you choose to call this community, our community? Okay. Yourselves, you in this community, our community. You don't have to answer now. These, you can continue to answer these in the comment box below if you have any further ideas. Because remember, we'll do these lives probably about every 2 weeks. So every other Sunday. Okay, Denny says, I've learned a lot with just putting up the 3 videos I did, going back, making sure I've heard people's comments, replying back. Yes, it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work. And then let's even add in the Slayers slaying one project at a time. Love it. Okay, I love it. That's a good one. Yes, Denny, it is the Yarny community. Like it, Denny. Okay, those are good ideas. But remember, go back in and put a number 2 and put it in the, oh, like it. Dragons Yarn Warriors. But it needs to be a number 2 in the comments below. Don't just leave it here. You got to put it in the comments below with the number 2. Hey, Teresa. Okay, Teresa, I am going to repeat the question because it still needs to be with a number 2 in the comments below. What name would you choose to call this community, yourselves as a member of this group below? Doing good. I hope you're doing good, Teresa. How are you? So it's really important. And you can answer number 1, other than content aside, taking content out of the picture, why would you choose to join a content creators community? So I will pin these 2 questions in the pinned comment below. So I think I might have missed something. So I will read all these when I'm doing the closed captioning. So, but those are 2 questions I will pin below. If and when you answer them below, I will make sure you put yes. Oh, did you see the pup? Hey, they want to see you. They want to see you. Come here. Yeah, he's like, I don't think so. But yeah, I'll pin those and just put, like a 1 and a 2. Make sure you put 1 and 2 with your answer. Please. Pretty please. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so let's move on. Did I miss anybody? Okay. DJ's Crochet with, I think it's Lisa. She is new to pushing the button. She has a short video with all sorts of absolutely beautiful makes. Oh, Teresa, since you just joined, these are not people that I am saying go subscribe to. The goal of this Sunday socials, Crochet Sunday socials, is to just get to know members of our community, this community, Yarn Dragons community. And hey, Petra, and kind of know what they do. And by no means am I saying go subscribe or whatever. This is just getting to know them, what they do, what they enjoy. And because so many people are thinking I'm saying go subscribe or whatever. No, I want you to get to know them and see what they enjoy and so forth. Because a lot of people are feeling so overwhelmed with having to think that they have to go and subscribe to everybody. And I think that's a lot of pressure on everybody. I think this is a better way to get to know fellow community members, and I think that's a better way to do it. And if you find something that they may do that you may enjoy, then great. And you can connect with them. Yes, Petra, I agree. It's a great idea. Because I think it's just being too much push. Go subscribe, go subscribe. Well, sure. Well, whether it's keeping it small or large is indifferent. Too many people are just running and subscribing to everyone, and then they're not watching the content. And that doesn't do anyone any good. But if you truly find something you enjoy, you're going to watch them. But getting to actually truly know what the content creator does and creating a safe, fun environment for each person, that's what I want my community to be. Exactly, Wanda. No sense in subscribing if you don't watch the content. If you don't create a community that people enjoy, people want to be in, people have fun in, people interact. What do you have? You have nobody interacting, nobody feeling a sense of community. And then you got nothing. Exactly, Denny. I love this small community. I like being able to get to know the ladies I travel with from one life to another. Bingo. Denny, you hit it right there. There you go. There you go, Petra. Love the interaction and being a family. Boom. Sherry, there you go. You're with Denny? Yep. Bingo. Okay. So that's why I'm kind of doing this the way that I'm doing. I'm giving information, and I really, that's what I found I'm enjoying. Denny. Baby, yeah, I missed that one. Let me see. Can I scroll back up? Oh, I can. Awesome. Baby D, where have you been all? Ooh. singing my sermon. Hi, Mimi. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, Wanda says, oh, everybody jumped. Wanda said what gets me is when a new channel takes it as mean comments. If you make a suggestion, oh yes, make a suggestion to make their content better lighting. Yeah, you know, Wanda, unfortunately, it's just one of those things that you can make a suggestion, and if they take it that way, then just, you know, leave it. I stopped how should I say it? I stopped chasing people. Oh, no worries, Kelly. If they don't want to take your advice, stop giving it. That's why most of the time it's like, hey, if you need help, you know how to contact me. I stopped chasing people, you know, and there was a time where I would like send out advice and, you know, hey, if you want help doing this, hey, if you want no more, I'm done. It's like, you know, if you want help, hey, you know how to contact me. There is so many ways in my description box to contact me. If you want help, you know how to get a hold of me. So, I'm just like, yeah, no. Grab coffee and share. Yep. That's why I think my lives are different. Yes, Petra, your lives are amazing. You know, Petra, your lives will grow. Your lives and your channel will grow because you do keep it real. Okay. Mimi, you haven't lost. Sorry, you haven't missed much. So basically, Mimi, okay. So what we're chatting about today, is just basically that we're kind of going through a few community members and what they kind of what I was doing before, but a little bit different, as I have gotten information about what they do. And okay, Melissa, we'll circle back around in just a minute about your lighting. What's in my coffee? I'll come back to those 2 points. So I've changed it up just a little bit. Instead of pushing, which I've never ever pushed, instead of discussing, I've never pushed anybody to go subscribe to anybody, ever, nor will I ever do it. Basically, in the community, my community, is I am sharing information about community members and trying to give information on what they do, each member, so you know what they offer. So if you find something interesting about them and you want to connect with them, wonderful. I want to build the community, this community, to feel like a safe place where you can come and enjoy, feel like family, have a good time, and interact. And that is my goal for this community, where you're comfortable coming in and chatting, talking, interacting, whether it's here on the message boards, in the community tab, in my email box, in my messenger, in my Facebook group, on my Instagram, everywhere. And if you don't feel that way, if someone is giving you an uncomfortable feeling, you let me know. You let my mods know, because they're gone. Period. Point blank. There will not be any community member allowed to make any other community member feel uncomfortable. This is a safe place to have a good time. See? He agrees. Exactly, Kelly. No drama, no bullying. We're here to have fun. Crocheters, knitters, loom knitters, painters, 2A community members. It doesn't matter what you do. You are welcome. Period. I agree. So Brian from Humana Stories says, Dee, there's nothing wrong with that way of thinking. In today's age, you in general have to be careful with everything. I cannot stress this enough. Agreed, Brian. Agreed. Exactly, Mimi. Mimi says, I've stepped back from YouTube a lot. For that reason, a safe place is important. I welcome all creative souls. Thank you for doing this. You're very welcome, Mimi, because you know what? I won't tolerate it. I won't. I don't tolerate it in my life. I don't tolerate it in my community. Okay, Brian says, I would only add to this conversation one small detail. I wish you all would hear me out on Noni includes stop giving yourself information on your main pages. Scares the crap out of me seeing that. Brian, what are you talking about? Information like what? So many people see it and I know where this will go. Okay, Brian, I understand that. There shouldn't be any details with me because I use serious OPSEC on my stuff. But I agree. Okay, I'll mention it to Noni, but I mean, unfortunately, oh, Kelly, I agree. Oh. All right, I'll see if I can email her. Yeah, oh, I completely understand. Most people shouldn't have that. Her actual address. Like, my actual address isn't on mine. You've been bullied on your channel and some live chat, so yes, I agree, Mimi. Mimi, do you have good moderators? Melissa, email me. I'll walk you through that. It's very simple to fix that. But I can't walk you through it right now, but I will walk you through it. If anything, I'll do a specific video and send you a link. Absolutely, I'll help you with that, Melissa. No problem. Okay, Mimi, if you want to start doing lives, let me know. We'll set up a date and time when I'm available to do lives with you. Fixed. Oop, yeah, but it depends. She may have something else set up. That's why I said email me. I need more information. It depends on how you set it up, Mimi. And this right here is why I do this. Because I've been told not to have this sort of information, like not information, but these sort of chats and these sort of videos on my crochet channel. So I do this. So it doesn't look like I'm doing tech videos. Well, I just have a few more, but I can actually do these on my next one. Oh, Melissa, that's wonderful. So, oh, good Lord, wanted to know. That would be horrible. That would be horrible. Oh, that would, I bet it did, Kelly. But yeah, no, I guess we're about time for Granny to go live, so I guess I should probably end this. Unless you guys want to keep talking. You guys tell me. I'll keep going. If you guys want to go to Granny D's, you're free to go. But Melissa, it's not hard. It's not hard to fix that, and like I said, my location is it's actually set to a completely different city. It's not hard to do. Because I fall technically under 2 different cities. Okay, Brian's, I'm not going to read that out loud, Brian. So, okay, Brian, go ahead and go on over. I can't put the link in here, so it's Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. Callie, no problem. Just Thursday nights between 7 p.m. Eastern time. No, 8 p.m. Eastern time and about 9 to 9:30 Eastern time. I am literally, that is the only time I am literally not available. Period. Because I am committed to someone else. So I am literally committed to someone else. So I cannot, my phone is on silent, or if it is on, I don't answer it. I don't answer my husband. I don't answer my daughter unless she blows up my phone, because then it's an emergency. But I'm not available. So I apologize, Kelly. And I feel horrible because it was literally, I think all you needed to do was set your video, camera to stream, which is why I actually do it on my phone and go live on my phone. So thank you, Brian. But yeah, so I can definitely keep going. That is a good schedule, Kelly. So you're going to go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Central. That's good. Yes, it's not vertical. I have a few verticals just because I was doing vlogs. Oh, Sherry, yes, absolutely. Go lay down. I hope you feel better. I really do hope you feel better. Thursday night between 8 and 9. That's why when I come into your lives on Thursdays, I'm only there for a brief time, Wanda, and then I have to go. So I'm not available, and that's Eastern time. So I come into your lives, I stay a bit. And basically what I need is I know Dana sent me a list of lives. Some lives, it's not all of them. So, but sometimes some people go on early and not, and she wanted me to kind of commit on Sundays, but I can't commit because I have to try and have moderators. Brian says, Wanda is a crazy mad streamer. Girl got a dedication to, yeah, total. Yes, she does. Her videos are an editing nightmare. Yeah, I bet they are. I bet they are. Oh, Wanda, that video last night actually compressed. I found it at about 1:30 last night, compressed on my phone, or on my computer. So it actually compressed. That gives you a good idea for your growing list, the times they go live. Yes, it did save many hours, Wanda. So now all I have to do when I'm done here today is I have one edit to do for someone else, then the thumbnail and upload. So I am super excited. Yay. Okay. So our next community member is I'm gonna unfortunately mess up this name. Brandon's Transformations, and she does an amazing vlog and lifestyle changing channel. I really actually found the content very interesting. And the content is different every day, as she does 3 different weight loss. I'm looking for the words. She incorporates 3 different weight loss programs. It's like keto and 2 others, and she alternates in between the 3. And it's fascinating. I agree, Melissa. It's good that I didn't have to start that compression over again. So what Braden does is she pushes herself to go outside of her comfort zone. And I love that, because I find that pushing yourself outside the comfort zone, whether it's pushing the button, trying a new pattern, doing a new exercise program, trying a new food, going indoor skydiving, meeting a new person, sending a new email, reaching out to a bigger YouTuber. Do it. That's all I can say to you. Because it's worth it. It really is worth it, because if you don't, you will never know what could have been. Absolutely, Kelly. Go ahead and do what you need to do. We won't feel that you're ignoring us. You know, absolutely. And Rhonda says, believe it or not, when I do something new, I fret over it for days. Oh my gosh, yes, Wanda. And wait till the last minute to do it. Oh my gosh, Wanda, I do the same thing. To do these lives, I sit here for literally an hour stressing on Sundays, and then I do it. Denny says, some of the ladies and gentlemen I've seen hit the button was after a big channel had shouted them out, and then bam. Yep, I agree, Denny. I agree. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. This last week, I actually had a video call with a larger YouTuber. And I was given some advice and I took it, and I've incorporated some of it, and I will be incorporating more of it the next week. But I had a video call with the YouTuber and it went quite well. And I was nervous, but it was like just talking to a normal, just like, and that's something I found, I've met quite a few people over oh, Wanda, I have lots of information for you prior to that call. But I've met many big people over the years, from our first base. And it's like, I have no problem having conversations. And, where some people are like, they meet people like celebrities or whatever, and they're like, they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do. And it's like, okay, I went to a book, I'm going to tell you a little story. I went to a book, a big book thing in New Orleans a couple years back with my daughter. And my friend, who's an author, she had a band member of Artifacts. I don't know if anybody of you have ever heard of Artifacts, but they're a pretty good sized band. And I met him, and I just walked up and just shook his hand and started talking. And I had no problem going up and talking to him, but another author who isn't super huge or anything like that, it took me 45 minutes to walk over and talk to him, because I was like, oh my God, I have to meet him. It was so hard for me to go to meet him, but the band member, who was much larger, well-known, I had no problem talking to him. I don't know why. So I thought that was funny. Okay, so Brian says, why do I say don't stress, but those who get told not to tend to, yes, I agree. Melissa, yes. Shout outs really help a lot. I've been lucky. That's how I've gotten 90% of my subscribers. I don't post much on YouTube. It doesn't recommend. YouTube doesn't recommend a lot until, I don't know, you do the right thing. Denny, you were so nervous on all the videos. They really didn't get a big response. It was okay, but it's not my idea of fun to be a YouTuber. Denny, a lot of people, even like, okay, let's take Sunny Lenarduzzi. She still gets a little nervous. I am in Texas, Melissa. I am in Texas. I've been in Texas for a little over 2 years now, I think. So, okay, Mimi, you used to be in public relations back in the day. You met some and mingled with some pretty cool people. It was my own thing on YouTube. Intimidating at times, yes. Feel like a kid. Yes, I agree. And it's weird because it's like you're talking, you know, and I took some advice and it was like, I think about it like I'm talking to a friend now, and that helps a lot. It really does help a lot to think of it that way. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, the next one is Heaven's Peacemaker. Denton. I do not know where Denton is. Let's just say I'm in Houston. So, Melissa, I'm not sure where Denton is compared to Houston. Okay, Kelly says she hates doing this. Yes, I got anxiety when doing videos. I think about going live, but I didn't. Okay. Melissa loves Beth. Melissa, Texas is far from Massachusetts. Oh, is Texas. Okay, sorry. It's near Dallas. So Dallas is 3 hours from here. Only one I've ever met is Kevin. Oh, Hercules. We share stories. He told me why he stopped doing the show. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome, Brian. Yeah, I met a lot of people at the base we were stationed at because a lot of movies were filmed there. A lot of movies were filmed there. I can't even list them all. So, okay. So we have, I know I just said it, but Heaven's Peacemaker Beth. So she's done some crocheting. Me? No, I was not in the military. My husband, who's now retired, was in the military. I was a civilian contractor though. So yeah, lots of fun times. Oh, the stories. Beth did some crocheting and she did some knitting, but now she primarily does project bags. And she's in the process of redoing her dungeon, which is pretty cool. And it's really fun. Oh, that's cool. So maybe your aunt's a civilian contractor? That's awesome. And your dad served in the Air Force for 42 years. That's awesome. That's a long time. That's really awesome. That's a long time. Whew. Yeah, my husband did 15 years before he medically retired, or was medically retired. So, and then we have Tweedledee Crafts, who is new to, Alaska. Oof, too cold for me. Oh, Melissa, so Joe's from Joe's Web has one. Okay. Oh, maybe your dad was also medically retired? It happens a lot more than people think. Yeah, my husband's 100%. So, Tweedledee Crafts is new to Push the Button. She, the 2 videos that she has is, one that's a beautiful project. Okay, Wanda, we'll see you in just a minute. A really beautiful video of a project. And then the other one is of yarn haul. So like I said, it's 2 short videos. Hi, Mimi. And then the next person is Brenda Land, also new to Push the Button. She has 2 really great videos. The first one may take you back in time. I know it did me. It took me back to my childhood. And it is an absolutely adorable video. Okay, wait for it. How many of you remember Cabbage Patches? Either having one or giving one to someone as a gift. Does anybody remember Cabbage Patch? Because I think I've got one upstairs in storage somewhere from like when I was a kid, and then I gave it to my daughter to play with. So I think I've got one upstairs. Okay, Brian says he took care of an elderly lady who was a colonel in the Air Force and made sure she was well taken care of every day. I love the, loved a lady to death. Going on the Air Force base with her was always a trip. Oh yes. And Kelly wishes she still had a Cabbage Patch. I got those for my sister. Yes, Mimi, those are awesome. I can remember Garbage Pail Kids. Yes. Wait, your wife still has one, Brian? I still have a Cabbage Patch doll somewhere. Yes, Melissa. And Mimi Cat Do says her son still has one. And you had a little baby one? Yes. And Brian says hers being the Cabbage Patch Kids. Yes. So I knew somebody was going to say it. I just didn't know how many had. Okay. So this video is of Cabbage Patch Kids being born. But it's not what you think. Don't worry. It's a big... Oh my goodness. Mimi, you remember the name. I cannot remember the name of mine. Okay, Denny says 2 years ago she went and bought some Cabbage Patches from Savers. Whoop. Was quite happy because one looked almost identical to the one I had. That's awesome, Denny. So it is a beautiful setup of like the whole like a Cabbage Patch, like dirt with little cabbages with the little heads coming up. It's so cool. So cool. So, and then the second one is of Alligator Alley and a boat, and it's an airboat, like I don't think they're called pontoons. I think they're called airboats. And they're on an airboat, and in the Everglades, and they're taking a tour, and they get to see an alligator, and so it's really cool. Denny's, yours was called, yours was Honey. Oh, that's so cool. I can't remember the name of mine. It was so long ago. And I'm horrible with names anyhow. So I can remember faces. No problem. Like when we moved to Florida. Yes, Mimi. I miss Florida. And when we moved from California to Florida, I was working at the exchange in Florida, and someone came through my line, my checkout line at the BX. And a gentleman, he came through, and I'm like, he had his coveralls on. I noticed which airplane he worked with. And I'm like, were you ever at Edwards? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I worked on your plane out there. And he goes, you looked familiar. And we talked back and forth for a minute. And he's like, I know I knew you from somewhere. I couldn't remember his name, but I didn't forget his face. So, yeah, kind of funny story. But, yeah, so, I don't know. So, that is kind of a crazy little story there. So, yeah. So this upcoming week, we have a tutorial coming out. Yeah, a tutorial coming out. Then there should be some fun other new changes. You may or may not. Yeah, Kelly, I have to like keep saying them and trying to remember them. Then there's some other changes. Coming, you may or may not notice, not sure, but that's okay if you don't. Then I'll be working on the shawl, the pattern. That'll go to testers, hopefully. We'll see what they think and what changes need to be made. And then I don't know from there as far as like what I'm going to try and get a couple more ideas of patterns and tutorials out, but I've got to get my head wrapped around them. So that's what I've got for the moment. Any ideas or anything like that? If you guys are interested in joining the Face Good book, you guys can head over there and join, and we can bounce ideas around in there of what you would like to possibly see from, oh, good gracious, I need more coffee. Apparently 1 cup is not enough today for tutorials. And possibly pattern ideas. I'm trying to be a lot more active in there. And Instagram as well, but I really don't want to put ideas for patterns and stuff like that on Instagram. I'd really like to keep that in a closed-knit group, so I don't want that here either. So I want that sort of thing in a quiet group. I'm on MeWe. Not frequently. I leave MeWe to my authors. So I can do a MeWe for this, but I like to keep my personal MeWe personal for my authors, because they know me there. I've been on MeWe for a couple years, quite a few years actually, probably 3 years. Been on MeWe since they opened. So I want to keep that account for my authors because it's not really appropriate for crochet. At least a lot of my authors aren't. um, so um, you guys let me know, because that's really the only way to kind of guide me in what you guys are looking for. MeWe is a little bit different than Facebook. It's a lot, it's similar to Facebook, but it's not. It's not Facebooky. I don't know how to explain it. I enjoy it. Like I said, a lot of the authors, a lot of well, I have personal Facebook, Kelly, and then I also have the private Facebook group for the business, which is where, oh yeah, you don't have to accept them. I mean, I have like the authors, and that's the only ones that I accept. Anything to do with books. I agree, Denny. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to at all. I mean, because right now I've got, like I said, MeWe is generally strictly for books and the authors. And then I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter I'm not very active on, but I have it. And then YouTube. That's what I try and manage for me. So that's where I'm at. So, but I really like to get a good setup. You do, only because you need to have you need to be able to manage your business account, Mimi. A lot of the authors that I know, Mimi, did go to MeWe because Facebook restricts what they do. It depends on the content of what you're interested in. It just depends on what type of reading you do. I have a lot of friends and authors that do a very wide range of content, anywhere from paranormal to other stuff. And so it's a really wide range. And so, and I'm talking people that we were stationed with, so we're really good friends. I have Snapchat, but it's is it Snapchat? It's only for my daughter. That's the only one that I use it for. Yes, Kelly. And so the book range is huge, but I do a lot. I don't do a lot anymore, but I do arc reading, arc reading reviews, both. And I want to get more into that again. I have one dedicated author I work with now, but I'd like to get back into doing more. It's just getting my time organized. And 2020 is going to be a huge shift for that. So I'm really getting into that, and I'm super excited about that. So, and I will be getting more organized and more into that and more dedicated to managing my time better and not just getting down the rabbit hole of procrastination BS that I let myself get into. And it's literally just letting myself get into it and being lazy. And I'm excited about being more hyper-focused. My daughter sends me goofy, fun stuff, Denny. She's 21. I don't need to spy on her. And my other one's either at school or with me, so. She sends me goofy pictures when she does pretty stuff at her house, like flowers and weird stuff, and I don't know. Yeah. But my one is old enough, she's an adult, and the other one will. Well, Kelly, you need help, you know, let me know. Believe it or not, I know how to do it quite well. I just choose to go, oh, something shiny. Or, oh, hey, there's a video. I know how to do a lot. I just don't do it. What can I say? So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I need to be more accountable. Absolutely, Melissa. I need to let y'all go. You messed up your ripple. Which ripple? I'm confused. Is it like a ripple? Like a wave stitch? Wave stitch. I've got it in my, I can see it. Oh, well, go back through that row you did and count your stitches. Hopefully it's just that row. Well, that's good, Denny. So you like this content? So you'd like me to continue in this version and well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so I will continue to do stuff like this. And is everybody? Oh, Wanda, I love your chats. Your chats are great. It's a kind of a yin to a yang. You know, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has that personality, Wanda. So it's great. I love that. I love going to your chats, and that's your personality. I'm I don't know. There's I mean, I don't know. It's all, I mean, there can be a point where our lives get, or our lives, my lives can get that way too, where we joke around like that and stuff like that. So there can be a point where it gets to that where, you know, so it's not saying that we're not going to have fun like that. Today is where, we're just kind of, this is where I want to go with things. You know what I'm saying, Wanda? So I'm just saying this is what I'd like to do in the community. So now the next time we go live, we go there, we'll chat a little bit. You set your community and you know where you want to go. And oh, Kelly, I'm glad you found it. So, it's just like, Mona, you've been doing your lives for so long. So that's, that's where your community is. And you've established it. These are just, my community is still growing. So we're building. And now that I've kind of go, okay, well, this is where I want to go. Everyone's getting comfortable and we'll be able to start joking and start having fun and start cutting up. So it can still be a relaxing, fun place, just like yours is. So I love it though. I love your lives. I think everybody here is going to love these lives. At least I hope. I pray. So I think it's going to be great. I really do. I think the next time I do this, there's not going to be those hours of, oh God, I'm going to go live, So, oh, Denny, that is such a relief that you say that. I'm going to read that out. Denny says, I like anything you do. I watch your videos and I have not come across one of your videos that I have not liked. Thank you. Thank you, Denny. That is huge to me. It really, really is, because you wonder. You really do wonder. I mean, you often wonder. So I appreciate that. I really do. So now that, after this live, I think I've got a good solid, like, I know where I'm going. Oh God, yes, Wanda. It's what every YouTuber wants to hear. Every YouTuber wants to know where they're going and have a foundation for their community. And that's kind of what my goal was today. That's why I asked the questions that I asked, and I'll pin them. And that's why I asked everyone to, when you go back down and yes, exactly, Kelly. That's your goal. You want to have the same type of channel. You want to have the closeness to be able to keep everybody, to keep up and keep the community. And same, Denny. And it's just setting, it's the same. We want to be like you, Wanda. We want to build the community that you have with your community, and have the closeness that you have with your community, where they come in and they talk and okay, there you go, Denny. You're waiting for Fiber Hearts to put out a video or do a live. Stay true to yourself and your craft, definitely. and build that community that comes in and talks and laughs and cuts up and takes a nap. Okay, that works too. Perfectly not. But you know, hey, Wanda has people sleeping on hers and she says something and they all jump up and wake up. Well, maybe sometimes you lose some. But you know what? If you lose some, were they really true to you? Have you ever heard of the true thousand, or is it true thousand or true? It's a true thousand followers. They'll follow you everywhere. Hey, Crystal, welcome. Exactly. That's what Denisha says. Exactly. That's what you hit it right on the head, D. Stay true to yourself and your craft. I didn't say that. Somebody else did. I'll have to look back up and see who said that. Yep, Wanda, it's you. You do you. Do a little of everything, and there is the channel for everyone. Yep. Not really. Not really, Crystal. We're happy you're here. We're happy to hear you. We're happy to have you, and you're welcome to be here. We're just talking about building a community in a safe place and somewhere to be comfortable, and where I'd like our community to go, and our community being this community, where you can come in and be comfortable and talk about the craft, being pretty much any craft that you do or members of this community do, and be welcome and not feel that you can't speak or you'll be looked down on for the craft that you do. And if you are, I want to know, my moderators want to know, because that won't be tolerated. And Denny says, I think the reason YouTube has been whacking out lately is because YouTube has become a very unsafe place. There's a lot of bullying that goes on. There's a lot of ridiculousness. Agreed, Denny. Basically, Crystal, that this is what my goal is, both here and in Facebook and over on Instagram, in the Facebook group, is that everybody's going to be, it won't be tolerated. My moderators won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate it. And if it occurs to anyone, I want to know about it. My moderators want to know about it. Every channel, every channel, there's umpteenth million ways to get a hold of me below. Please let me know, and it will be taken care of promptly. I won't tolerate it. And this is your safe place. This is your community. You are welcome. I want you here. Your family, your friends, and please, I want you to have fun and enjoy yourself here over on the Facebook page. Participate, show pictures, tell me if you're struggling, whether it be on YouTube with a pattern, whatever it might be, with your dog who's being crazy. Sorry, distractions. Whatever it might be. So I really do want to build this community up. So that is my plan. Exactly, Mimi. That's how it should be. Just create, enjoy in the community. Absolutely. Good job, Denny. No more than 2 emojis. I know that was difficult. All right, everybody. If you need me in the next week, email, social media is going to be the way that you get me, because the videos, there will be a video released on Tuesday. Next Sunday, there won't be a live. So you will see me again the next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this content this week, thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And hitting the bell to get new content that comes out every Tuesday and every other Sunday, a live or a video, possibly. And I hope you enjoyed this. Until we see each other again, everybody have a great day. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good rest of your weekend and the next week. Have a great day, everybody. Maybe I can figure out this